triple S Oscar. We can mess around. All right, so we're gonna go in and we're gonna triple S Elysia. Hold up. All right, let me. All right, let me see here. Just believe yourself. Okay, so if all you have for Cherry, yes, Delta, you have signature weapon. I think on a long-term sense, yes. Check Discord DMs. Let me check Discord DMs now while I'm here. Wait, you haven't DM'd me. Let me scroll down. Okay, Tank. Yeah, Paganus, you definitely want to make sure you have Hydro for your team for that Pyro Cube. Is crafting Dirac directly cheaper than crafting Michelangelo than Dirac? It's the same. It's the same. I think we looked at it and we did the math. It's pretty much the same. All right. If we look at the cost of directly, hang on. It's actually kind of better because direct crafting you don't need the fuel cost is the same, but you don't need the purple lenses. So direct crafting can save you time because you don't have to farm purple lenses. But it does cost more G3 mats. Yeah, you save purple lenses, it probably costs more fuel because you have to farm more G3 mats. Because if we go back and we look at the G2, right? What does Michelangelo cost? It's 900. So it's 900 and 900. Which is 1800. So the fuel cost doesn't change, but you spend more G3 mats and you save on purple lenses. Yeah, same fuel, no purple lenses, but more. It costs 60 more G3. But it means that all you have to do is farm floor 6 or floor 7. right? You don't have to farm floor 5 anymore, which is really good. How many red lenses for G4? 200. Yeah, I think I should probably do that now too. Is just switch to floor 6 farming for physical. Yeah, so 6K altogether. So that's like 6K rezos is not bad. If you just save up your open world and like you have some stigs that you can salvage, then that's okay. She's got a cat and a bird. Is that Kiana? And then is that Mei? And then this is Fuhua. She's got them all in the palm of her hands. Is this new bow character gonna be a must-have? Eventually, Gel. Not right away, but she's farmable. She's farmable. So if you're patient enough, you'll just eventually get her. It won't be that big of an issue. Yeah, so the hope is that when you're crafting, you're only crafting what you're missing. Because if you pull, you're pulling only for her weapon. So she'll probably have like an expansion banner that like the weapon is guaranteed in 50 pulls. So on the way to getting the weapon, hopefully you'll pick up some of her stigs. More Kiyame copium. Is this the first character whose signature stigs are herself? I don't think so. Maybe. I want to say like maybe one of the older Yae Sakuras had a Sakura set, but I think the Sakura set was like the craftable version. But yeah, her stigs are herself because this is like a simulation clone that we're playing. She's technically actually dead in the storyline, I think. Or maybe I might have misremembered. I'll check with MG on that lore point later. Dead or anime dead? I mean, I think it's... Well, when you say anime dead, it just reminds me, right? Like, for the longest time in comics, Gwen Stacy, Jason Todd, and Uncle Ben were dead, and they stayed dead until recently. So, no, push-ups have been gone for a long time, Kronos, but maybe you're looking for squats. Right now, I'm just not in the mood to do any of the stuff. I think I'll re-enable everything tomorrow. Okay, a board player... Oh, yeah, sorry, a board player. Thanks for the follow 41 minutes ago. Himiko is alive in our hearts. Right. Your words will never make me fade away. We're just gonna go ahead and just take her to Triple S. I need to actually look up on Central and see what Akayuki's... Let me check on Central. I need to see what the version 3 updates are. Okay. So, SS1 skill, when charge attack hits, physical damage is, you have a buff for 8 seconds. But the SS1 skill, it goes from 15.2% to 20%. She said, wow, thanks. I always knew that you treat me the best. Oh, wow. Okay, so that SS2 skill, crit rate goes from 15% to 20% after using weapon skill or evading. Charge attacks and ricochet also gain crit rate, 7 to 10%. All right, so evolve again. SS3 is the leader skill. So this is the leader skill. Wait, is this... Did they make... They need me to restart? Okay, so then... And then triple S is the charge attacks gain 15% crit damage. So the goal is eventually you will farm her to triple S. Oh, hey, look! They fixed the clipping on her buttocks! That's awesome! I need to go take screenshots again. That is super awesome. I think most of her design, most of her model shouldn't have changed. But I think the main thing is that they fixed the clipping, right? And probably in version 3 they fixed the I need to have the angle where you can see enough of her back. Oh, this is actually a good angle to see the back. Still some clipping here, but this is okay, right? That a bit of clipping is okay. That's so cool. They fixed it. That's awesome. I don't think her shoes necessarily change that much. There's a little interesting, like, texture folding here, though. I don't know that some of the stuff here is gonna make that... Looks like there's actually 2 layers to her coattails. That's interesting that there's 2 layers to the coattails. She's got a waist, like, skirt armor. A lot of Celtic knots. A lot of Celtic knots, which I didn't really think about it before, but her whole theme of having Celtic knots kind of fits, because, right, like, fairies in, like, mythological lore is from that, like, that Celtic mythology. So she's got the fluff on the sleeve. Okay. Yeah, I'm super happy. They fixed the buttocks clipping. All right, let me double check the... Oh yeah, it looks... Look at this. Oh my goodness. We need to take a... Hold up. if we go back into this, you can see that she finally has her turnaround as well, right? I need to manually screenshot. So what we were doing before, we said that Kafka would probably be your backup set for her, while if you don't have full set. Since charge attack, she's able to do a bunch of stuff. Kafka and children set would also be really good. Yeah, but it's not just that one, right? Like, she has other Celtic crosses. That one's the most recurring on her outfit, but she's got like a sailor's knot here, and then she's got a four-way. So it's not just the Trinity one. Wait, why did stream elements time? Hold on. Sorry about that. I don't know why, Okay, you should be good. What? Shit. I forgot to type it up. I'm sorry, Farian. 5.1 beta? Yes, we're in 5.1 beta right now. Hi, Dipdop. Alright, Farian, you should be able to talk again. Sorry about stream elements nuking your emotes. I think it might be the emote spam filter. Let me go fix that right now. I'm so sorry. Hey, Shwen. Hello. Is that who I think it is? Welcome to the stream. But let me fix the chat bot, because I need to make sure the spam filters get toned down. I think the emote spam was just... Okay, maximum amount 100. Minimum characters 60. 70. Let me just turn this off for now, because we haven't ran into issues yet, right? We haven't gotten like really bad ASCII spam or anything. Yes, Elysia will be permanent in the shop, but the discount on her is only until the end of 5.3, if I recall correctly. So I won't see it here. It'll be down here. The card won't show up anymore if you already own the character. So on the beta account, if you already have the character, then you won't see the character card. But it's 480 during the discount period, and after the discount period, it'll be 640. That's willpowers and legacies. Interesting, Janisk. .1 to 5.4, 5.1 to 5.3, I believe, because 5.3 is the end of the 4-patch cycle. All right. I do want to go back and see with Kafka too, right? Because Kafka, I do need to see if I can re-roll affixes here. I think we did run into an issue. Hang on. I need to look I need to look real quick so I remember what it looks like. Psi type, right. Right now, unfortunately, you can only roll Psi type attack. There is no bow affix. Just gonna go ahead and completely break this for Twilight Paladin. I think this is actually what we want. Let me go compare. My Chinese is so bad. I'm sorry. My Chinese is super bad. Yes, okay, so that is Psi attack. That is actually what we want. So the B piece is fine. Now we gotta reroll this. Wait, was this generic attack? Yeah, this is generic attack. This should be fine. We can keep this. Okay, so generic attack on that's fine. So this is mechanical and cross. We need to reroll this to Psi. Pretending to know. Oh, no, we're I'm just re-rolling attack stats, but my Chinese is really bad, so I'm using a lot of context clues to try to pick out. So like this is dual pistols cuz like Shuang Qiang and then Lance, right? So I'm using a lot of context clues to figure out what affixes I need. And then I'm double checking against the affixes that I rolled on the other set. But basically what I'm doing here is I want to be able to test like what's a backup set that you can use. And my gut instinct is, okay, we could just use Kafka, because Kafka is a good benefit on charge attack. There's a lot of physical bonuses, and with Elysia, you'll be able to refresh the bonuses a lot. Yeah, bow weapon doesn't exist yet for a buff for the affix. So right now, all you can... So this is... Look, that's one line of Psi type. We can take this, and then we can use affix lock. Is that crit damage? That might actually be really good, if that's... I think that's crit damage. Yeah, crit damage should be fine. So let me take a look. Stats, right? 512, and then we go up to... I think because it's a G4, the base attack will be higher. I think that's for sure. Well, the M piece doesn't really make too much of a difference. And look, yeah, we have actually higher attack stat on the B piece. Which is surprising, but it's pretty close. Now, optimally, at triple S, you're looking for 1600 attack. Optimally. But that's with, like, perfect rolls and, like, full divine keys and everything. I don't know what the situation... But oh well. You know, oh well. Oh, let me just double check and make sure that all this is done so that we don't have... Okay. And then skills. We have to make sure we actually... Not only have we unlocked it, but actually learn the skills. So the fact that she is farmable means that eventually you will be able to get her to triple S. The biggest deterrence to triple S-ing her is a time gate, and then also, you know, whether or not something that is potentially replacing her comes out before you finish the triple S farming. Will her banner be like HOF, one gacha for the Valkyrie and one for the weapon and Stigmata? Yeah, so what's probably going to happen? Well, here's the thing, Farian. Only gacha for her if you have excessive, you know, disposable income to spend. Because she's farmable. She's completely farmable. Her gear is completely farmable. The only thing you need to gacha for is her weapon. Nothing really, 9 deaths. We've just been re-rolling affixes for her Stigmata. We ranked her up to triple S. If only it was a gate, it's more like a Great Wall. Damn it, Paganist. Yeah, if you can afford to do so. So, like, disposable income, I would recommend rolling for her gear, at least for her weapon, so that at the very least, you maybe get 1 or 2 pieces of her Stigmata while you're doing the weapon. Like, farming 1 piece of G4 won't feel too bad. Farming a whole set will take you almost, like, half a year, if not all the way till this time next year. Poppy, it really depends on where your account is at. Like, if you don't have GK built up, I feel like she's a safe investment to take priority over FR, because then you'll increase your account coverage. FR only makes sense ahead of Elysia if your account already has stuff like GK and high gear delta, like high rank delta with a setup GK. You can get away with not rolling or not focusing on Elysia. God Kiana, Hersher of the Void. Kinda, yeah, 9 deaths. She really shines at double S because she's in a lot of ways you're expected for her baseline to be at double S since she is farmable. Is she support or DPS? She's pure DPS. S2 is already bigger than 3S Delta. Okay. Just no, yeah, you're just casual FGO now. So S2 is already stronger than 3S Delta. Do you have the context for that? Because I think Delta is still more burst, upfront damage, but Elysia is more for sustained damage. So that's another factor you guys got to consider too. I think S2 greater than 3S Delta, but that's only for like the tip top players. That's on dummy tests, only in Abyss. Yeah, so I think for a lot of players, like Delta will still be important for them to build up at least a double S rank for MA purposes. But Elysia will give you wider coverage in Abyss. Because you can use Elysia on range stage. If you don't have a GK, you can use it not on type counter. Well, you can use it on type counter SK, but the range stage versus Osaka, the physical stage. So I really wanted to test. I'm so mad that they don't have children's set on this account, because I really wanted to test Asuka with Priarm. But I want to show you guys the lightning side stages. And I gotta figure out what to do for here, because this is the lightning Andrius. But right now, there's, like, no good Lightning Andrius, like, hard counter. Unless they really are planning for a Shadow Knight augment. Because right now, fighting Andrius with Shadow Knight regular sucks. Andrius moves way too much for Shadow Knight's burst mode. And we can look at this later. So right now, one of the side stages, I'll show you this, because we were testing this yesterday. This account doesn't have triple S SK. But this is the team that I'm using here from last night. Or not last night, but I don't know. That's my hope, Gitsu, is that it's going to be a Shadow Knight augment, but no guarantees. Right? Hyphatia, new mecha lightning character. What if it's a lightning doo-doo? What if it's a lightning doo-doo? This test account didn't even have Zenyi. I was a little sad when I saw that it didn't have Zenyi. Fuhua supremacy right here. Fuhua impact. During this stage, there are orbs that drop, and you'll want to pick up those orbs for, you get a buff. You can see on the buff, it goes up to 3 stacks. but you don't want to lose that buff. Oh yeah, look at how much damage the There's a phase 2 on this one mob though. But look how much damage the Loki did on the ultimate. That was huge. You do want to be careful not to take so much damage that you die, though, because this mob does hurt. And maybe it's more of a Nirvana problem. I gotta refarm SP. Now, what's interesting about this stage, the clock will only run until the 3rd floor. So you can see I'm spending a lot of time on this one mob, right? This one mob is taking up so much of my time. And there's like a lot of, there's like a mechanic with the balls where you can get evasion procs off of it. Those lightning balls that we were picking up earlier. So after this next floor, so this is floor 3. This is floor 3. The clock will actually stop after floor 3, which is super comfortable. Ah, give me my buff. I'm dropping my combos a little bit. But this Rita ult should close it out. But yeah, like, looking at the timer, if this was a regular Abyss side stage, that timer would be super painful. I lost my buff, but we can still finish this. Okay, the timer goes away, which is awesome. So floor 4 is one of your generic, like, oh, don't get hit. You know, stay alive for 20 seconds, you get SP, you know. Don't take damage, get SP type of thing. Oh my god, look how much damage I just took. And then, this is the final wave. Definitely need to be very careful here, because you could just die. But it is no longer a DPS race, which is super nice. Completely just mechanics fight at this point. And it makes it easier for me to explain, because I can end the fight without actually having to clear the stage. Is this Abyss or Elysian Realm? This is Abyss. I feel like for me, there's no point to test Elysian Realm, because there's not... my Chinese is not good enough to translate the buffs. But I can show you the new Valkyries available for the Elysian Realm. What is this mode anyways? This is a Super String. It's the 81 and up equivalent for Sea of Dirac and Quantum Singularis. Have we had an anniversary for this game this year? What server are you on, Ogremar? If you're on NA, then we already had ours in the spring. So the global anniversary for NA in Europe is next spring. Yeah, the fact that the rest of this fight is just like, you know, just tank and spank, DPS race. Not DPS race, but like just... It's not even tank and spank, right? It's just straight spanking. Just straight mechanics. Move out of the web. It's basically like a training dummy at this point. It's comfortable though. So once I kill the ads, I'm just gonna save and exit because I don't actually want to end the stage so that I can keep rerunning it and maybe get more footage. And again, this is 450 disturbance, which is quite insane. Everything hits hard. Your attacks just don't do as much damage. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so this is good enough. Save and exit. Oops. Well, if you log in with your Facebook on your phone, you can link it to a MiHoYo account or to your Hoyo Lab account if you play Genshin as well. And then from PC, you can log into that account using your Hoyo Lab or your MiHoYo account. I think they're trying to get away from the old MiHoYo account and move everything towards the Hoyo Lab single sign-on. Which makes sense. For my situation, I've linked my main account to Hoyo Lab, but it registers, like, when I try to change servers on the Hoyo Lab link, it tries to create a new NA account, which is bad, which is what I don't want. Unless I want to eventually play the reroll. Your PC roster is vastly different from the iPad one. Oh, so you have 2 accounts already? Yeah, if you started on PC separate from your iPad and you didn't do the account link earlier, then you'll have a conflict of accounts. Like, that makes sense why you have 2 accounts, Orgrimmar. Yeah. So I want to show the other lightning stage. Let me set a stream marker. 102 450D SK AE SK FR. Okay. Yes, it's weekly. I'm pretty sure it's weekly. Which is why I have to grind Elysian Realm later tonight before reset. The currency should be weekly. I think there might be one that's like patch limited, but I think everything else is weekly. It should say though, like at the end of every run. Bob Male and Cross Dragon, and thank you for the follows. I'm just gonna grab this. There was a stage mechanic here too, right? I think there's like lightning. There was like some lightning mechanic on this stage. I can't remember. Yeah, SK is gonna be super fun when this new stages come out. What's not gonna be fun is fighting Lightning Andrius. I don't think Lightning Andrius is in a good spot right now. Lightning Andrius, yeah, there's Lightning Weather Andrius. I didn't have time to really solve that one, and I'm sure other people probably have tested it with better solutions. I think on that fight, you'll need, like, Rita DPS, because Lightning Andrius has type counter on HT, right? So it's either going to be a new Mech Lightning, or an SK Augment. That's supposed to be the correct answer. Andrius is the Genshin Wolf. Yeah, Genshin Wolf. It's gonna be Lightning Weather. But off the top of my head, Dark Bolt Jonin is an option. Official DPS is an option. I think personally, I think FR with Dark Bolt Jonin would probably be better. Yeah, I know, right? Lightning Doodoo. It's actually a Doodoo patch. The problem with running SK that I've seen, even during the Red Lotus temperatures, Lightning Andrius moves around way too much. Most of SK's damage is stationary. And every time Andrius attacks, I can't think of a Lightning Mech outside of SK. Imagine an augment core for Mech Rita. Oh yeah, Lightning Rita is Mech Lightning, but she's support, right? That would be really funny though. I could see them doing that. Scarlet Fusion coming back, y'all. He's coming back. Oh, so that was floor 4. All right, so floor 5's not that bad, in my opinion, on this one. So this one might actually be... Oh, shoot. This one might actually be the first stage, and then this next one... And this one, I feel like SK, with this team, is fine to clear this, even at 450. Right? Look at how fast... They're just... Well, this guy has, like, a phase 2. So this might be a little bit closer. But I really don't want to end it either. Let's see. So this is gonna be a little bit closer. I think it's still doable with SK. You just have to play cleaner, and I'm not playing clean. Ideally, you would have, if you're at this temperature, ideally you would have Zen Yi, right? But I don't have Zen Yi on SK, because this account that they cloned for the test accounts did not have Zen Yi for some reason. So this one does feel a little bit harder than this one. What did I end up using? So right now on SK, this is not optimal. This doesn't have, the affixes are kind of low. All right. But I just felt like Dirac M would be better than Goemon MB in this one case. Theoretically, yeah, I could try Goemon MB, but I feel like at this point, you should be using Zen Yi TB with Dirac M anyways. I do honestly, Kronos. I would even say that the existing SS Imaginon and G1 Stigs need to have their costs cut by 50%, in my opinion, to help with player retention and a smoother transition into the end game. No Zenyi, no Turgenev gang. I think, Magus, you probably should try to get Turgenev sooner rather than later. I think Zen Yi you can get away with not having, but Turgenev, I feel like, for a player of your caliber, or at least for a player of your account state, I feel like Zen Yi, or Turgenev, you would want. Kanta, hello! Kanta! Wait, Kanta, did you finish your Shuijing yet? I think most players that are competing at this temperature, you know, 430 and higher, like Ming, Ming I know is for sure in Nirvana, right? He lives in Nirvana. Ming, for instance, he'll have fully geared everything, and he might even run like, I don't know, Fischl. I could see Fischl being in the team comp somewhere. I don't know. I feel like this is comfortable, but a player like Ming, he'll probably have Zenyi TB, Dirac M on SK. Probably even triple S SK at this point. I don't even know how long Ming's been farming, but I feel like triple S SK is not beyond the realm of possibility for Ming. Yeah, okay, if you skip Turgenev for HOS, yes, totally worth it. I think if you haven't gotten Shuijing yet, though, like, I feel like the priority should go Shuijing, Turgenev, and then Zen Yi for your support gear. But the crazy part is that Zen Yi is so strong. If you are in a position where you don't have full gear on your Hersher of Thunder, you might want to pull Zen Yi and just run Zen Yi on Hersher of Thunder. That's how ridiculously busted Zen Yi is. Every time they release an SP suit, like, you don't have to, the character herself is farmable, but her gear is so freaking busted. When SA came out, okay, so even going back to Dark Bolt Jonin, right? Because Dark Bolt Jonin released with Goemon before Goemon started being replaced. But Goemon was busted at first. Shuijing was busted. Turgenev with Haxer Bunny was OP. And Zen Yi was so insane. 50k crystal boxes purchased easy way. Interesting. Yeah, okay. I'll keep that in mind for 5.2. So they are raising the top-up reward, right? They're increasing... Okay, I'll keep that interest. Oh yeah, Goemon is still very good. And the thing that makes Goemon really good right now and sustainable is that it's completely farmable. Goemon being completely farmable means that its longevity will still persist. Yeah. Oh, the spending event. Oh, okay. That's what you mean, Ming. Yeah, so 5.2. In addition to CN anniversary, it should also be SCA anniversary, right? So SCA players should also save up. Spending event. Okay. Yeah. I think I will probably try to finish Argent Knight to double S. You're broke. Global will be next spring, Sumi. Global will be next March, April. So probably what this year was 4.6, so next year we're looking at 5.5. 5.5 should be global anniversary. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Ming plays on NA, so our reset will be 5.5. Yep. Our top up reset will for first time top up bonuses will be in 5.5. Guesstimation, thereabouts. Let me take a quick restroom break. I want to mess around. I want to look at some other fights real quick. So what we can do is Elysia versus SK. What's another one? Oh, range stage. Range tank. We'll just mess around. It's hard to have a good comparison on range tank because like range tank is kind of like you have Elysia or you don't. And if you don't have Elysia, you're running HR, AE, HB. So we'll test that as well. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go use the restroom. I'll be right back. Let me set up a stream marker so I can remember to come back to this later and cut this, but lightning stage 2. Okay. Right. And so here's the thing is that if you have Kafka or any charge attack based stigmata like Children's Set or Columbus, hey, Virginia Ninja, welcome. If you have any charge attack stigmata like Columbus, Children, or Kafka, you can use that as a placeholder. That's my guesstimation right now. And we'll test it here. I'm going to do one run with full gear, one run with Kafka, and then we'll do one run with HOR, AE. And this is what I was saying before. Some of y'all came in later, but Dirac as a whole set is too much utility to give up just for one character. Because you can use Dirac set on multiple characters. Night Squire, Hersher of Sentience, Sele, Swallowtail, Phantasm. And then individually, you need Dirac M for any burst character like SK. Dirac M also works on HOR and HOT in like scuff situations. Dirac B you can use on any run where you need the SP farming, right? Like if the rotation allows for it, and you're coming up with like a weird strat because you don't have the optimal gear, Dirac B can help a lot too. And so utility-wise, Dirac just offers way too much to sacrifice. My personal opinion, regardless, is that like I wish that they made Elysia's gear just straight up G3 and make it so you upgrade it from plank. I feel like G4 is a little excessive right now. And I remember, and I think a lot of you that follow the Chinese scene, you guys will probably also be aware, like initially, and I haven't checked what the tuning updates have been for the Stigmata, but initially, even the Chinese community was saying that the Stigmata felt it was underwhelming to be considered as a G4. Benares TM, you could just run a newt if you have one free, Gitsu, and then if you don't have a free newt, if you are around for Rebel Blades B is really good. Thank you, Virginia Ninja, for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate it. Ooh, and DJ Miss got one, and 9des. Hello, Weird Man Online. Congrats. Now, if you... I'm trying to think what would be the most economic way. You can craft a Monet B and upgrade it to a Goemon as a long-term filler solution for your HOT. But that's not like a... That's kind of expensive, right? It's kind of expensive just for a placeholder. Tesla Band B, also a G2, is a strong standalone lightning DPS stig, but I would not go out of my way to craft a Tesla Band B unless you just get completely unlucky and you absolutely need something to just fill the space. I'm trying to think what are some other free-to-play options. Kronos, I think that's too much work. Menu base is fast, and it loads fast for mobile. Don't forget, right? The Honkai is not just a PC game. That would work if it was like PC only, but like you got to think about the resources it takes for mobile. I'm Pog. No, you're Pog, Virginia Ninja. Thank you so much for supporting me. Yeah, I'm trying to think like what's another good backup option, right? If we look at Hersher of Thunder, definitely not Dickens. So like Goemon and Monet B would be like reasonable. They would be the obvious picks. Tesla Band B is a decent standalone. Ideally, if you have Rebel Blades Bronya is the easiest one because it's technically free. But if you weren't there for the event, then you can't get it. If you need just something whatever, like if you have a free beat B that you're not using, you can do formals. No, is that formals or that's regular Higokumaru? Don't do that. Yeah, formals is attack speed, so like was it attack speed? I can't remember. I know the set bonus. I don't know. I would just go with a newt if you have one free. If you don't have a newt free, then I mean you could run Dirac B as well. If you have the May Birthday Stig is 10% lightning damage and 10% paralyzed damage. The May Birthday Stig is actually not bad, you know? Why? Don't do Dickens B, Gitsu. Dickens B does nothing for... Unless I'm completely wrong. Is it total damage? Total damage. Anything that's total damage would be good, Gitsu. Okay, yeah, if it gives total damage, then that's fine. That's completely fine. All right, 1532. almost don't even know if the damage from SA and HOS will be noticeable here. Oh, too soon. Oh, whoops. Which controller am I using? A PS4. What server are you on, Orgrimmar? North America. I actually might have a free slot. Let me... hang on one second. I just had a cadet graduate, so you can look up my sensei code. I'm gonna whisper it to you. You can look that up on the sensei and then request... Oh, crap. Oh my god, what happened? I did not want to manually ult. Imagine being Fens Cadet, good times. Wasn't it? Good times, though. It did go fast. Alright, here we go. You got MMO boss mechanics. Alright, I think I remember it. And then this one at the end. Don't move too soon or you'll get hit by the stuff like I did. It's kind of annoying. I should have farmed everything up before we ended phase 1. It depends on the weather, whatever. I think for MA, it'll still be HFS, because HFS just has starting SP. But this is ranged weather, so Elysia has the advantage here. The tank really does have really annoying mechanics, though. I honestly don't remember, Paganist. Whatever Marissa and Wyvern have posted, you can just go by what they have said. I honestly haven't had time to look. But you do guys, you guys do need to... Oh shit, I didn't ult. Oh, my rotation's completely busted. In the last phase of this fight, you do have to pay attention to where you're standing. especially if you're like farming SP again. Yeah. Same physical stages will get a floor 7. Man, this is taking me forever. This fight is like, it feels like World of Warcraft in Honkai. There's so much movement and stuff you just gotta dodge that you can't actually just farm SP, dump SP. Whatever. I gotta point you again to the title, alright? This is 450 disturbance. Everything's gonna struggle. How's Elysia's ignore interrupt though? They added something to her set bonus, I think. But I think you don't notice it as much as far as like compared to version 1. Let me try this again. And you might be right. I'm probably forgetting to do that because I'm just so caught up with just hitting the weapon active. It's gonna take a while to get used to bow characters and remembering to do the aim shot, honestly. This is one thing I needed to get better about, was making sure I pre-farmed everything. And then I think here... you can just regular auto attack to finish phase 1. Which I think is more ideal, yeah. So this time we actually have everything set up for the MMO phase. Oh, this is an easy pattern too. It's a little bit annoying that the clock is still running, but that's just how it is right now. There's so much shit that just gets spammed at you. Like, it really messes with your SP farming. Oh, so that's the weak point. Weak point's actually on the turret. I'm just gonna go ahead and ult and like just skip the Who was my first S rank Valkyrie pull? I don't even remember at this point. Cause it was like a bunch of them. I was, when I first started coming back to the game and I didn't know anything, I was just pulling on I was just pulling in dorm supply, honestly. I had SK Phoenix, Twilight Paladin, and Night Moonbeam, or Valkyrie, Violet Executor, and Night Moonbeam in that first month because I didn't know any better. I was just pulling on Standard Banner. This is before they migrated Standard Banner into dorm supply. Yeah. I think her nickname will probably be something like PF for Pink Fairy. All right, we're gonna test Kafka. Full gear still, or full weapon. Ellie. Yeah, Ellie. Yeah, and they're getting crazier too. So same thing, we need to farm SP going into the next phase. Okay, so yeah, Kafka's a little less fun. But at least we can, maybe can still end phase 1 without needing to ult sequence with everything again, right? Yeah. And now we have full buffs, or full ults ready for the next phase. Plus a little bit extra. It's a safety dance. I made it. Just barely. Kafka looking actually okay, right? Yeah. So if you kept your Kafka set, I think you'll be fine. Yeah, obviously the charge shot is not hitting as hard. Ah, damn it. Oh! That still hit pretty hard. I think we just ult here, right? That last phase, you can kind of skip SA's ult. I think. No, of course. If you can get her full set, you'll definitely still want her full set. I think that part doesn't change. Maybe if I did have full ult on SA there, that would have been okay. Maybe I should have farmed. Maybe with a full SA ult, we could have killed it. Because now we have to do a whole second ult here, skipping SA ult. Her weapon is gacha only. $371 with Kafka, but we kind of messed up at the end. Ooh, Talon. Ooh. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Probably lightning. Probably lightning. My gut is that it's gonna be for lightning. The sequence that they've kind of laid out, it's like lightning, fire, and then ice. Lightning, fire, ice. Lightning, fire, ice. Wait, what? What? When is 5.2? 5.2 isn't gonna be till after 5.1 launches. October and CN makes sense. But 5.2 is way too early to speculate on. Like, even though like we kind of know it's gonna be a medium to medium big patch because it's the anniversary patch, I don't know that they're gonna release a brand new S rank right away, right? Because if we look back to last year for anniversary was Delta, along with, because last year Hersher patch was 4.1, 4.2 was FR. 4.3 was Delta, along with, FR came with Shadow Dash, right? Yeah. But what they'll probably end up doing is they'll rerun a bunch of S ranks on, like, Expansion or Expa Select. Well, I think that they're going to expect everybody that didn't get what they wanted in 5.0 to spend on 5.2 more than anything. I think for Elysia, what I'll try to do is do like a small roll for at least to get the weapon. Because if you can snipe the weapon, that's huge. If you can snipe the weapon and maybe like 1 or 2 pieces of gear along the way, and you can slow farm the rest later. Or if you're like a mid-level player like myself, right? Yeah, it's a good one, SRX. Yeah, and that's exactly my point, right? Ming agrees with me. I don't think 5.2 will have an S rank, because if we look back at what happened last year, they went farmable S rank, farmable augment. What might actually happen is they might actually give us a free S rank in 5.2, you know? What Ming means is that the Chinese players will leave a lot of negative feedback that, oh, you're making us spend more right after having pulled for Hersher Kiana. Ming's Armada, which Scissor is part of, has a lot of Chinese American players, so they keep tabs on all the Chinese news. Yeah. So you can see at 550 disturbance, it's a little painful, and I don't have time to really optimize the strats. So like we sort of figured out what we needed to do in one sense. Like, oh, we need a pre-farm SP going into phase 2. And so like maybe in Red Lotus you might have to overfarm at the start, because in Red Lotus probably what'll happen is like once you do your damage rotation, you'll just kill phase 1. That's my guesstimation. I'm sure more stuff will get figured out later. Range the Sokka. Oh, that's right. We needed to test HR. This is gonna be super scuff. And actually, I will prefer Welt Newt over. This will actually be a fight where if you have Vern TM Newt B will also be really good, because there's a ton of stuff that HR can just dodge and just farm out. Farm stuff on. So this is your backup plan, right? This is your, if you don't have Elysia built, you're missing physical support. Let's just test with Fushi, because Fushi is realistic, right? Not everybody has Water's Edge. This is your backup plan, basically. Fushi realistic. Yeah. This test is more for Red Lotus players that are promoting into Nirvana, and they don't have like a fully built Elysia, you know? How did that not count as a dodge? Yeah, hopefully with with the new augment, the gear won't be as bad as Dickens turned out to be. Because remember, like, Dickens was like, everybody that rolled on Dickens eventually. Oh, Dickens is actually a good backup for Elysia too, if you still have a Dickens set. It's a little awkward saying that. Whew. I can't get a single... What? Oh my god. I can't get a single dodge off. That was painful. Sheesh. Well, I gotta stay on the bike now to heal. Did my drone That was weird. Well, this will probably work in Red Lotus, but not in the world. Why is it so hard to dodge on HR right now for me? If you have double SHR, this will be way more comfortable for sure. I honestly don't even want to stay on the bike that long, but I'm forced to stay alive. Most of your damage is actually going to come from Haxor Bunny too, to be honest. This might not be possible in current temperatures. Let me see if we could brute force with HFS. You might need HFS for this if you don't have Elysia, but I just figured that this would be the next best option, right? Because you really don't have that much other range DPS that wouldn't be type countered. GK and Official both get type countered hard. But hey, Zampakuto, hello, welcome. Isn't there a dodge delay function on HOR? No, you don't want to do Ana. Ana, you need to be ultra close range, and you're gonna be mostly doing range attacks anyways. You want the Newt to buff your HB damage, but HB can't carry. HB can't carry the Shit. Would you run Valkyrie Pledge? 6S strats? Ooh. Actually. Hold up. Actually. Does she count as range, though? Isn't she melee? What? VP? She doesn't count as range, though, right? It's just ice damage. Is it indirect? Is it indirect ice damage? Well, let's give it a shot. I don't have anything to lose to test this. Who's got the better bonus? I think HB has the better bonus, right? Judah Pry. Yeah, Judah Pry would be good, right? Because then you could do... You could probably do, like, VP... Oh... FR. FR could probably work for indirect. But see, here's the thing, like... Plan B only works for Red Lotus, right? Once you're in Nirvana, it's kind of like Elysia or die. Everything else is like scuff. I think, see, at like lower temperatures, you might be able to finish the fight, but it's not going to be a retaining score. And I know this from experience, because I've had to run a lot of scuff strats in Nirvana. It's painful every time. Ichi mai tai! Yeah, this is pretty bad. So I think all her attacks count as melee. Yeah, look at that. Haxor Bunny is doing more damage just like straight up DPSing than Hold up. It's still not her time. No, it's still not her time. Hold up. What if we just... Hold up. Where's the JST? If we do Ana, we need to be up close, right? We could actually... Hold up. Can we actually just... No, I think Ana would be better because we don't get Hersher mode buffs. This is gonna be mad janky. Oh, we could do Vern. Vern TM Newt B. Vern... let's just do Ana to be safe. I think Ana's... I just have to remember to stay close. Why is Ana not up top? The heck? Okay, that was weird. Like, why is Ana all the way down here? Oops. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. All right, after this test, I gotta switch to the main account because I gotta do everything before reset. We'll test 4.5.1 a little bit more throughout the week. Yeah, 49 minutes, so we gotta go play Elysian Realm. This is really bad. This is so bad. This might actually work in like Agony though. Not even kidding. We can't even get past phase 1 like this. Let me see if HFS can brute force this. Hey, Clef. Rondo DPS. Oh, Rondo DPS. I'm a little too scared to try that. Yeah, this is... it's still P1. Well, I'm glad you're here for this. I hope you had a good rest, Clefnir. This is actually range weather. Elysia's doing well. She's fun. The disturbance is really insane right now, so we can't really... It's hard to gauge... Wait, why is Turgenev not saved on this one? We can save Turgenev here. Alright, one last run. I just want to see how... If we can even make it past phase 1 with this team. Sun's back. Good. Flub finished her Hua painting. I don't know if you've seen it yet. I think here, let me type it in chat. I think I still have it on my... Oh, no. Okay, you saw it. Okay, good, good. I was about to blast it again. Here, I'm gonna blast it anyways for everybody else who wasn't here earlier. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, her combo attacks are okay. AE buff ran out already. So your copium strat is actually gonna be to use HFS. Surprisingly. At least you can get past phase 1, you know? It's super scuff. Probably need to do... Three rots. Well, 2.5, right? It was like 3 rots and a mini rot. MMO mechanics time. Okay. Safety dance. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Oh my god, my controller. My controller! My controller screwed me up that time. It's the cable. The cable is like... I think the cable is twisting internally or something. 5.1 Fresnel. Fresnel. HF in 53. I would just keep pulling until the banner ends and then save for anniversary. Yeah, I would just keep pulling until the banner ends. I think that's... Let me make sure I'm not twisting this cable anymore. I think that is the way. .2. 5.2 for SCA and CN. That last combo didn't do too much. Yeah, the ultimate's not doing anything. It's almost... I think you need to use Sieg M on Kiana, because I think Sieg M, the weapon active detonation, counts as a range attack. Right? Or maybe it's like the combos count as indirect, because the ultimate is not doing anything. But you can see here when we do this, when the pistols detonate, there's a huge amount of damage. Outfits. Oh, what just happened? I went too fast. I think Kiana can clear it if I was just playing better. But maybe Sieg M, because it seems like most of the damage isn't from Kiana herself. Maybe it is time for a Sakano Rondo DPS. Wait, well, not with this gear, but... Yeah, I don't know. I can see, I would have liked to test this in Red Lotus with, like, HR, AE, HB, and maybe I did have footage somewhere with that. I think at 370, HR would be fine. Yeah, I think it's time to do Realm. Yeah, Clef went for outfit first. I think Clef's fine, though, because on Anniversary, Clef has a shot. Clef has a shot to just get Flame Scion back on Anniversary. So anything between now and then would just be to build Pity, you know? Alright, let me, that's gonna be it for beta testing for today. Thanks everybody for being here for beta testing. I'm gonna go play my regular account now. I'm looking forward to the SK stages for sure. Elysia, I would still say is like, if you can afford to save for it without delaying too much of your FT and FR farming, then try to save. Definitely she's gonna be more valuable for newer players that don't have GK and don't have FR, or not FT, built up. But the flip side is that for absolute newer players, you might not have access to legacies yet. So at that point, your option is to spend, which we generally do not advise because she's farmable. So just be patient. Just be patient. All right, I'm going to switch over to the main account. I got to spam Elysian Realm till reset.